We're going to do some EFT tapping around giving yourself permission to relax and play. I give myself permission to relax and play. I give myself permission to be playful and joyful and happy and bring in a whole new reality for humanity. We're going to do some EFT tapping around giving yourself permission to relax and play and know that everything is going to be okay. So I know that 2020 has been incredibly disruptive, stressful. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of chaos going on. There's a lot of uncertainty still, even at this time. A month ago, in the United States, there was a feeling of like, oh, at least we're going to have some certainty. And there's even more uncertainty than there was a month ago. So it's really important that you don't get drawn into those energies, that you don't allow yourself to get caught up in the fear and the anxiety and the stress. And that can be extremely difficult when the world seems like it's crumbling around you and you're kind of hanging on for dear life, scared to let go because you're just afraid of what's on the other side. Sometimes what you have to do is just let go. Feel that possibility. If you were to just at this moment, just let go. Stop hanging on to what you feel needs to happen. Stop hanging on to what you knew before, because everything is about to change so dramatically. Now, we have multiple realities that can play out from here. Nothing is certain. And the more people we have who are focusing on the new earth that we want to see, the peace, the compassion, the love, the joy, the connection, the abundance, the wealth, the consideration, the appreciation, the acceptance, the gratitude, the love. The more we focus on bringing that in, and let go of all the fear and the stress and the BS that's going on around us, and know that that is just the storm. It's easy to get caught up in the storm. That is not a criticism. This world and this existence that we live in feels so tangible. It feels so real. It's hard not to get sucked in to the existence that feels so tangible and real, but it's not. It is a holographic projection and an illusion. So every time you feel yourself caught into the anxiety and the fear and the stress, and I don't know where you're at, and maybe this year has been absolutely crap for you, and maybe you are in a position right now where there is uncertainty around your finances, around your future. And this is why this EFT tapping session is so important, not just for you, but for as many people as possible, to be able to release your emotional attachment from what you feel is real in your life. It's not real, it's a story. I think I say that every week. It's not real. I don't care how real it feels. I don't care how real it feels. It's not real. It's a story. And I'm not invalidating your feelings and your emotions. That is not what I'm doing. But Byron Katie says it's your thoughts that create your suffering. Now, of course, if you lose a loved one, you're going to feel sad. It's okay. Be with the sadness. It's a part of our human experience. And on the other side of the spectrum, when you experience a birth, it's joyful. Be in the joy. It's a part of our human experience. But don't get sucked into that as the only reality. Know that there is a cosmic thing that's playing out, and it's not playing out the way you think it is. There is so much depth to this. You can only see and experience this much of what is really going on, and this much of who you truly are. But do not get sucked into the illusion and the chaos and the fear-based illusion. It is a fear-based illusion that the vast majority of the world is being sucked into now. It's why they're getting caught up in all the stories and this person and that person and this is right and that's wrong and this is right and that's wrong. None of it's right, none of it's wrong. It just is. Let it go. Let go of the mainstream media. Awareness is key for what resonates with you, but don't get sucked into it emotionally. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Breathe. Relax. Everything's going to be okay. This is a holographic illusion. It can't not be okay. That we get to create what we want moving forward. And this is why I'm doing a tapping on relaxing and playing. Is because the more we relax and play and we get into that high vibe energy and we focus on the new earth that we really want, the more power and the more energy, positive energy we pour into that new reality. That is the reality that we get to create in the next part of this holographic illusion. I mean, hey, yes, it's a holographic illusion, but if that's the case, do you not just want to be able to create the most amazing experience going forward? Or do you want to stay stuck in the fear and the anxiety and the stress and the BS and the story and all the rest of it? Your choice, you get to choose. We all have free choice in this. So you can choose the illusion that is fear-based, or you can choose the playful, joy-based, freedom, passion, love, peace, abundance, harmony, reality. Which are you going to choose? Because what you lend your energy and your focus to right now is what we get to create as a conscious collective. And this is why it's so important that we do this as a conscious collective. We get to create something so magical, so amazing when we focus on that. And that is why the concert that I have been inspired to create with some colleagues of mine, the Christmas Classics for the Conscious Collective, it's a bit of a mouthful, but really it's a healing concert that has so much powerful energy around it. It's a reason we are doing it right smack bang in the middle of the Ascension on the 20th of December. And what we need is 100,000 people online to be able to assist in the elevation of consciousness. Now, it's only $10 to buy your online ticket. I will pop the link in the comments below, and you'll get the full broadcast on a live stream network. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We have so much amazing talent and powerful healing lined up for that night. And the more people we get onto that live broadcast, the more we get to change the future of humanity. Oh, I know, pretty damn crazy, right? So if you want to go to the website, it's globalconsciousevents.com, globalconsciousevents.com, and you can get your online ticket there. And if you want to come in person, if you're in Brisbane, then come in person, because it is going to blow your mind. Being there in person is going to be so spectacular. But online is going to be good too, wherever you are in the world. Okay, so ready to start the tapping? Yes? Awesome. Karate chop point. Even though this year has been totally messed up, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me. Even though this has been a crazy messed up year, so much fear and anxiety and uncertainty, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me right now. Even though this year has been so messed up and so crazy, I don't know which way is up half the time. I deeply and completely love and accept all of me right now. Okay, tapping through the points. This has been such a messed up year. There's so much chaos. There's so much fear. There's so much stress. There's so much conflict. Oh, I feel it so deeply. And sometimes I get really drawn into it. It's kind of hard not to. Just feels so messed up. Life has been turned upside down and inside out. What is up with that? I'm letting go of my emotional attachment to the way I think things should be. I'm letting go of my emotional attachment to what I think should happen next. I choose to let go of my emotional attachment to every story that is creating fear, anxiety, or stress in me. I choose to know that the messiness is a part of birthing a new consciousness. I choose to know everything's going to be okay. And to help birth this new consciousness, I choose to let go of the fear and stress and anxiety and the conflict. And instead, I choose to relax and play. I give myself permission to relax and play. I give myself permission to be joyful and playful. I give myself permission to lean into the birth of the new consciousness. I give myself permission to relax and play. I give myself permission to be playful and joyful and happy. I give myself permission to let go of the stress and the worry and the anxiety and know that everything's going to be okay. Birth is never easy. Birthing a new consciousness was never going to be easy. No wonder this year's been so messy and hard. Now I choose to see it for what it is. It's the ascension. It's the birth of new consciousness. I give myself permission to be playful and happy and joyful because that's what I need right now. That's what the planet needs right now. I lean into the magic and the mystery. I lean into the miracle that is unfolding. Birth is a miracle. And while on the surface, this doesn't look like a miracle, I choose to know it's a miracle. The most amazing miracle ever. It's the birth of the new consciousness. It's the ascension of our planet and humanity. Gosh, what's on the other side of this will be so amazing. And as I give myself permission to relax and play, I encourage others to relax and play as well. And then we get to relax and play together and help to birth this new consciousness and bring in a whole new reality for humanity, filled with love and peace and joy and passion and compassion and abundance and tolerance and understanding and gratitude and wealth and freedom. I get to bring that in just by relaxing and playing. Isn't that crazy good? I choose to give myself permission to relax and play. I love to relax and play. I love to be happy and joyful. And as I bring that high vibe, I help to bring in a world beyond our wildest dreams. The world we've always wanted. That's magical. I love being joyful and playful, knowing that's what the planet and humanity needs right now. I give myself permission to relax and play. And I feel calm and at peace, knowing everything's going to be okay. Okay. How cool. Deep breath. Let it out. Deep breath. Let it out. All right. How is your energy and your vibe now, huh? So, no matter what is going on in your world right now, detach. Remember, it's your emotional attachment to stuff that creates the suffering, that creates that negativity, that brings your feelings down. When you detach from that and you give yourself permission to just play, just play, just play, just play. You know, back to this concert. It has been totally surreal the way this whole thing has unfolded. Yes, we have a few challenges to overcome. Yes, I have 2.5 weeks to find partners who are going to help us to bring on 100,000 people. That's a big call. Looking for partners who are going to help us to market this and promote this so we get 100,000 people listening to the live stream. But I'm not concerned about it. I'm relaxed. I'm putting lots of energy and effort into it, and I'm putting lots of conscious energy into the vision of having 100,000 people all together on the live stream, pouring our conscious energy and our love into bringing in the new, into birthing in the new consciousness, into having a massive elevation in consciousness, the likes of which the world has never seen, and to birth a new future for all of us. And that excites me, and it's a massive project, but this is my play. So when you're playing, it could be in multiple aspects. You could be working as you play or playing as you work. Or you could just be giving yourself permission to just step back and just find things that are joyful and playful and elevate your vibration and your frequency, because that is what humanity needs more than anything right now. Our imagination is a technology. It is the technology that we were given to create whatever our heart desires. This, our imagination. But we were conditioned out of our imagination, out of our play, out of that creativity by systems and paradigms that do not serve humanity. It is time for those to be deconstructed, to be thrown away, for a whole new consciousness and energy to be birthed onto this planet. What do you say? Pretty cool, huh? All right. Love you loads. Can't wait to see you next week.